The evenings grew quieter. After work, they sat on the porch, and Antrim spoke of places where the air was dry and clean, where winters didn't bite into the bone, and where a woman like her could breathe without pain. "We should leave here, Catherine," he told her sometimes. "Kansas is killing you slowly." She didn't answer immediately. She looked at her cracked hands, then toward the house where the children slept. "And where would we go?" "Further south. Further west. To where the future begins." It was a beautiful phrase. Perhaps too beautiful. Their romance was not one of fire, but one of need and hope. Catherine wasn't looking for a dreamer, but she needed a way out. And Antrim wasn't looking for roots, but for a moment, he found in her a reason to stop. They grew closer slowly, without grand promises or vows. Only with the thought that, perhaps, together, life could become a little easier. But in Antrim's eyes, something remained unchanged. The horizon. The McCarthy family grew with the arrival of William Antrim. It was another mouth to feed, but also the illusion of a stability that had been missing until then. In a city like Wichita, where everything moved fast and nothing was certain, any shadow of balance became a treasure. And the price of balance was work. The laundry could no longer keep up with previous efforts alone. Orders had to increase, and Antrim understood that for the moment, his purpose was there. So, the next step came naturally. Advertising. They scraped together a few dollars and went to the office of the Wichita Eagle, a modest building, but full of noise, the smell of ink, and people in a hurry. There, among news of cattle herds, politics, and frontier violence, they found their place. A small ad. But it was theirs. Henry was the most enthusiastic of all. The morning the paper came out, he took it with hands still wet and retreated into a corner, almost as if he were opening a holy book. He flipped through the pages carefully, afraid of tearing something, until he found the advertisement. It was small but clear. He read it once. Then again. Then aloud for Joseph. "City Laundry, fast and reliable laundry services." His voice was full of pride. To him, it wasn't just an ad. It was proof that their family was no longer just passing through the world. They were there. There was a trace of them, printed in ink on paper. The days began to knit together in a better rhythm. Customers came more often. Laundry piled up, but so did the money. It wasn't much, but it was constant. For the first time in a long while, Catherine did something that had seemed inconceivable before. She bought land. Not much, but enough to say they belonged to a place. Their house was no longer just a stopover. Shadows of the West. Henry continued to browse the newspaper every day. Not just for the ad, though he always looked for it with that same smile, but for everything around it.